there. Well, it's time to ride. Hey there, welcome to another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. You know, most of my videos show me going to some far off place or riding in some big event or something like that. But, you know, 8 out of 9 rides that I do just are right here at home. 8 out of 9 rides, huh? Where'd that number come from? And today's ride is supposed to be about 4 hours, according to my coach, about 4 hours at a good pace, maybe throw in a couple climbs. So I left home and I didn't know exactly where I was going to go. But I'm looking, and if I look that way, it looks kind of dismal, kind of cloudy and foggy and not so warm. If I look that way, it looks sunny and probably much warmer. So that's where we're going. I don't know exactly where we're going to end up, but let's ride. Here we are, sunshine. The tattoo arm warmers might have to go away, but that'll be fine. I brought sunscreen. Yay. Alright. Things feel good. Well, we're coming up to decision point. Where to go? Francis Schrader Trail that way? No. Lobster Creek Park. That could be a fun gravel ride. This sign's kind of washed out. You can't really read it. But Quasatna Campground 4 miles. Lower Rogue River Trail 5 miles, that could be a fun one. Lake of the Woods Lookout, no, that's too much. That way will be cloudy and cool. This way will be sunny and warm. What to do? Agness 23. That sounds good. Let's do that. As if there was ever any doubt. Not meant for the sun and the hot, the heat. It's supposed to be 85 in Agness later today, but it's early. It's getting warm out. It's gonna be time to take off these arm warmers. This looks like a scenic spot. Yeah. It's amazing. I do get different responses from people when I'm wearing my tattooed arm warmers instead of just having my bruised and wrinkled old man arms. Bikers give me that down low wave. All right, well, we got a climb coming up. I think I'll grab a little bite to eat, drink, rearrange some layers, and then it's time to climb. 16 to Agness. Maybe another mile and a half up this hill. Or something. I don't know. I give up. I'm just riding. The end of the big climb. I get to come up over it the other direction too. Yay. But now it's just a fun descent down to Cougar Lane. If I don't detour before I get there. Just never know. You just don't know these days. Hey, time to ride. This is where the Pine Grove Trail comes out. It's a great downhill mountain bike ride, but you have to shuttle it. You'd waste all your energy climbing up to it. I think that car that passed the other way with the two mountain bikes, I think they were heading up there. Oh look. The river sure looks nice. This is Oak Flat. Down by the river, that's Oak Flat Bar, technically. And this kind of landscape is the native landscape around here, with prairie. Actually, it's called savanna. There's milkweed and oak. The indigenous people, for hundreds of years, kept the conifers under control by burning this periodically. And but in the last 100 years or so, the Doug fir forests have been encroaching. So there's a consortium of different groups, conservation groups, members of the timber industry, representatives of the Forest Service who are working together to restore as much of this oak savanna habitat as possible. It's a pretty cool thing. And here we are, the Illinois River Trail. And there's the Illinois. And this is the end of pavement. This is a Forest Service campground down here. Oak Flat campground. Pretty popular place. For a long time they had a problem with partying and drugs. 2 years ago, in 2022, one of the campers a fire got started, and they say it was human caused. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was called the Flat Fire, and it burned up along here. You can see all the trees that were burned back a couple years ago. Was it 2 years ago or 3? I don't remember. But you can see all that. It was a total of a little bit more than 34,000 acres that burned. And it jumped the river, burned on that side. Yeah, the Pine Grove Trail actually served as... Uh-oh. And the Pine Grove Trail actually served as a natural fire break. So that helped contain the fire. There we are, the Illinois. It's a great river. Sorry I disturbed those dogs. It turned out that Oak Flat ended up being my turnaround point for the day. So here's a map of the ride. It's pretty simple, really. I turned right at the end of my driveway and continued east on the road that follows the south bank of the Rogue River until I reached the Illinois River, and then followed that upstream to Oak Flat. It was hot there, with my Garmin saying it was over 100 degrees. So the next stop was the store at Cougar Lane in Agness for some ice-cold drinks and an ice cream sandwich. From Cougar Lane, it was back downriver the way I came. There's a nice sized hill just west of Agness that I went up and over twice on the day, giving me a total elevation gain of over 3,700 feet in just under 56 miles. Whew. That was a climb out of there. Garmin said it was a 9% gradient. I'd say it was closer to 29%. That was hard, but I did it. Let's head over to Cougar Lane and get something cold to drink, maybe some ice cream. calories later. An ice cream sandwich, and an RX bar. Yeah, I think I'll make it home. It was touch and go there for a minute. Okay, on. My next race is Gravel Worlds in Lincoln, Nebraska in the end of August. August 23rd, I think. And I'll bet it's going to be hot. I need to get more acclimated to the heat. That was hard just because of the heat. But this breeze sure feels good. All right, well, it's getting a little cooler. That heat really took it out of me, more so than I'd anticipated, I suppose. And now I got this headwind, but at least the headwind's nice and cool. So I have to spend more time up in Agness. Oh, bummer. I like it up there. Okay, onward. We got about 15 miles till we're home. Not too bad. Almost home. So I think we hit our goals today. The training goal was to get in a 4-hour ride with a couple big climbs, and so far we're at 4.5 hours. And yeah, we had a couple big climbs. The heat was another physical stressor. I feel a lot better now that I'm cooled off. And all in all, it was a great ride. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening. And I'm starving. I think I've burned a couple thousand calories. So, time for a big dinner, or 2 small ones. All right. Well, thanks for joining me for another Two Wheeled Wednesdays. Remember, life is twice as good on 2 wheels. And we'll see you next time.